There are many presentation training courses out there. So despite that there's so many, why do we come up with this training program? One of the things we notice is that while there are many of these presentation training, but one of the things is like most of this presentation training really focuses on the person in terms of his delivery style, his vocal, his gesture, the way he moves his hand, etc. Well, which is important, but that is only part of the requirement. But what we wanted to address here is to address the gap here, which is like how do we help a manager to present decently and able to deliver and build a case in such a way that the management will find it easy. In other words, the 3C, which is concise, clear, and convincing. And based on this, we designed this a very comprehensive and yet intensive one-day program. There are 4 core modules that we are covering in this course. The very first thing first is how do you overcome your fear. Personally, I believe that we all can present. The moment you can sit down and talk to a friend non-stop, in a way we are presenting. But what makes a difference? Fear. That's why in this course, we want to help you to overcome the fear. And the moment you are able to overcome your fear, you find that you will flow. Most of us will flow. The second thing we wanted to do is that to help you to find your natural strength. Every one of us have our strength. Some of us speak loud. Some of us are able to move our hand in a very free way. Some of us somehow have this charm as we speak, we were able to attract. But do you know your strength? And in this program, we will tap into that to help you. That's the first area. Second area is like, how do we build a case? How do we write? What is exactly the key message we wanted the audience to remember, and then subsequently building our case around it. The third is, how are we going to remember so many things? That's why the trick is leveraging on PowerPoint. In PowerPoint, then you can structure your presentation in such a way that you can even read from a slide and people don't find you reading. You can have something like dual screen, means what I see here and what you see here is different, so that I know I have the information on my hand that I feel safe enough to present effectively. And one of the things we also will share with you, there are 6 steps in structuring your presentation. And it depends on your presentation. Are you here to inform? Are you here to persuade? Or are you here to educate? There are different 6 steps that we will share with you in the program. And finally, of course, your presentation skill, which will help you to address some of the obvious, not so good or natural behavior that you had that we will want you to continue to use it during your presentation style. All this we will cover in our this presentation skill training.